Happy Friday from Michigan, Sunshine, Michigan. Today, I want to talk about mental adjustment and gratitude. I see that the rest of my group slows down talking, getting more people on board, getting more people to watch. I'm pretty straightforward, just put my message there and just walk away. So I'm going to try to slow down a little bit, fit in the rest of the group, fit in into waiting for other people to get on board, and then continue with my mental attitude message. Okay. So we were raised to believe that when we're facing a problem, what we got to do is concentrate on the problem. Doesn't matter if it's a relationship problem, a money problem, a challenge problem. Another paradigm is, well, concentrate on the problem and come up with a solution. Well, what we're doing is we're feeding in the problem. We're feeding in the negativity. We're making bigger what's already big in our mind, because if it wasn't big in our mind, we wouldn't be thinking about it. So another approach we're learning to try, and you need to apply. I've been applying actually for, gosh, close to 30 years. Ever since the kids were little and they used to bump their heads or scrape their knees, and then I would try to change the subject. Oh, let's go get some flowers, and oh, look at the beauty in this. I mean, just get the mind off. But now that I'm studying this, I guess subconsciously, or because I was listening to this type of lessons even then, and not fully understanding the language, but I was listening to it. So now I found that that's the same thing that I'm learning now, to do it from another approach, and that is the approach of gratitude. So put aside the problem, put aside the money challenge, put aside the disagreement, put aside not getting along with someone, and start thinking about what you do have and what you do should be grateful for. So you can make a mental list of what you can be grateful for, but in reality, it's better if you put it in writing. And one thing I've been doing is not only put it in writing in English, but I've been putting in writing with my left hand, because it's suggested in there to engrave it in our mind even better by using the opposite hand that what she used to writing with. And this morning I noticed that when I did that, I'm writing even quicker. So it's still kind of chicken scrap, but it's much better, more readable than it was when I started. So if you make a list of what you should be grateful, because sometimes we're so wrapped up into seeing the problem, we don't see what we should be grateful for. We concentrate on the negativity instead of the positivity. So make a list. I'm grateful for this. I'm so grateful for that. And just make a list and concentrate on what you should be grateful for. And by doing this is another munition in your bag is a different way to solve that problem. Because when you do concentrate on the positivity, you tend to put in the back burner the negativity that's been occupying your mind, and that's not good. That's not good, because we tend to be the victim, and when we tend to be the victim, more negativity comes along. Now, one thing I found when I was at work with the victims, I mean, I used to categorize our workers in 3 categories: the victim, the martyr, and the happy-go-lucky. The happy-go-lucky is the one that makes money for you, makes money for herself, itself. The martyr, poor me, I'll sacrifice myself for this. They produce, they're hard workers, but it's a different energy at work. And then you have the victim. The victim doesn't matter where they go. They're the ones who don't make tips. They're the ones who get screwed on the hours. They're the ones who get taken advantage of, and it's a mentality trap, and we all fit in one of them. So if we start observing what we're doing, how are we reacting in life? Are we being the victim? Are we being the martyr? Are we being uh, the positive person? And then start concentrating. And if you are the negative, try to do the opposite of whatever you've been doing. Don't look at the glass half empty. Look at the glass half full, and try a different approach. Try this approach. Try the approach I just told you. Don't concentrate on the shortage of money or the argument with your significant others or whatever. Just concentrate and be grateful for what you do have. And you see that, just like Dwyer says, when you look at the problem from a different perspective, the perspective changes. And the perspective changes, and at the same time, your problem will reveal a different solution that you never looked at. So I hope I give you some value. We're continuing with my group, everybody at different times of the day and different place and different location in the world. We're trying to add value by sharing what we're learning. Thank you, and have a nice Friday. Ciao.